Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all to the fifth lecture of your English course, Writing 103. So, in today's lecture, we will start with Unit 3, where we discuss a topic entitled Explain How to Do Something. So, it's in this lesson today, we will learn what is called technical writing. Technical writing describes the steps of how something is done. So an example of technical writing, so if I ask you, how would you, for example, make a sandwich, a cheese sandwich, for example, or how would you cook eggs? You say, first I bring the pan, and then I bring the eggs, break them down, and then put them in a bowl. After that, I mixed, or I whisker the eggs, then I pour them into the pan, and then I lit the fire, and then I start scrambling until the egg is ready. فالكتابة التقنية تصف خطوات كيف شيء يعمل. So we will discuss it right now. So at the beginning, as usual, we will read a reading passage, then we will answer the questions related to it, and also we will try to learn how to adopt the style of technical writing from this reading passage. خلونا نقرأ القطعة عشان نعرف كيف technical writing طريقة technical writing تعمل. فهذا مثال عليه بيكون. On page 28. Grocery shopping. The Garcia family goes grocery shopping every Saturday. They go to Al's supermarket. It is near their apartment. Near means close. It is very convenient. Convenient means good, suitable. Francisco and Maria often go grocery shopping with their parents. Learn now how do we learn the technical writing. راح نشوفوا كيف نكتب بالطريقة التقنية. شوفوا الآن بدأنا إن first أولا. بعد ذلك راح نشوف إنه يقول next. بعدين after that. فالكتابة التقنية تتكلم عن خطوات عمل شيء. فهنا بدأ فقال first the family walks into the supermarket. Then Francisco gets a shopping cart. Next Mrs. Garcia reads the grocery list or the shopping list. She tells Maria, buy 2 tomatoes. She tells Mr. Garcia, get 6 onions. Don't forget the bread. After that, Mr. Garcia and Maria get the groceries. The groceries means the things, the items that she asked them to bring. The shopping list is very long. The Garcia family needs a lot of things. They buy vegetables, fruit, meat, eggs, and cheese. They don't buy junk food. Junk food means unhealthy food. The Garcia family likes healthy food. Mrs. Garcia is a great cook. Next, Mrs. Garcia pays for the groceries, and the Garcia family goes home. Then, Maria and Francisco يحملون, they carry the groceries into the apartment. There are many bags. Mr. and Mrs. Garcia put away the groceries. Put away the groceries means they arrange them in the cupboard. Finally, the Garcia family relaxes and eats lunch. So now, after having read this as an example, let's try to answer the questions that are related to it. So, if we notice that a lot of the grammatical constructions in this reading passage is about the present simple tense, اللي هو المضارع البسيط. المضارع البسيط كيف يعمل؟ المضارع البسيط يتكون من subject plus a verb plus complement تتمة. مثال على subject he. مثال على verb play. Right? مثال على تتمة للجملة football. Okay? Now, notice that the sentence, if it is in the present simple, then if the subject is singular, then you have to add s. فدائما في المضارع البسيط لما يكون موضوع الجملة والفاعل مفرد لابد الفعل نضيف له s. لكن لما يكون موضوع الجملة جمع، مثل لو قلنا they هنا، فإذا الفعل ما نضيف له أي حاجة، تصير they play football. لكن لو كان موضوع الجملة والسبجكت مفرد نضع s للفعل. فقط هذه هي القاعدة بكل بساطة. Okay? هذه هي القاعدة. So, okay. Now, we have in English also, we've explained in the previous lectures, affirmative and negative sentences. Affirmative هي الجمل المثبتة. Negative هي المنفية. So, if the subject is I, you, we, or they, جملة في زمن المضارع البسيط، وكان موضوع الجملة بيبدأ بأحد الضمائر هذه، فإذا الفعل أضيفه مثل ما هو بدون أي إضافة للفعل. فأقول I work on Sunday, or they work on Sunday, or we work on Sunday. طبعا المضارع البسيط talks about habits and facts، تتكلم عن عادات وحقائق. فأنا لما أقول إني أعمل يوم السبت، فإذا هذه حقيقة، عادة، كل يوم سبت أنا أعمل. لذلك نستخدم المضارع البسيط بحيث أن نجيب subject ولا نضيف للفعل أي إضافة لما يكون يبدأ السبجكت أو الفاعل بأحد الضمائر هذه أو يكون جمع. طيب. Now, if the subject is he, she, or it, then we add s to the verb. So he works every day. She works every day, or it works every day. It's the same. We add s to the verb. Now, if we want to negate them, how do we do that? مثل ما تعلمنا في محاضرات سابقة إني أستعين بأحد شخصيات الdo. If the verb does not have any s in it or any addition, then I choose do وأضعها قبل الفعل، واستعين بنات كذلك، صح؟ وأضعهم قبل الفعل، فتصير I work on Saturdays تصبح I do not work on Saturdays. فالشاهد إني أختار do not وأضعها مباشرة قبل الفعل هنا، فتصبح I do not work on Saturday, you do not work on Saturday, or we do not work on Saturday. If the subject is he or she or it, as in here, notice the verb has an s. فإذا أستعين بشخصية it does not لما أنفي الجملة. ليه؟ لأن الفعل فيه s مفرد، فأستعين بالنات بالdoes not. فتصبح النفي لها طبعا والdoes not أضعها مباشرة قبل الفعل، فتصير هنا he does not work, she does not work, it does not work every day. Okay? Now, here are the words that we have here. Now, what we are asked to do is to complete the sentences with these words. Now, these words are like means to love, buy means to purchase. You go to the grocery and you purchase something. Pay, you give the money. When you pay, you give the money. Go, you leave. Get means you bring. تجلب الشيء. Relax means to sleep or to be comfortable. Walk, you know what walk means. Tell, to speak. Carry means to take something. تحمل. Put, you put something, you carry it and put it on the ground, for example, or on the table. Eat, to put food in your mouth. Now let's try to complete the following sentences as appropriate. بما يناسب. The Garcia family blank grocery shopping every Saturday. Which verb is the suitable verb? Like, buy, pay, go, get, or carry, or walk? Or what's the correct answer? The Garcia family, they go grocery shopping every Saturday. Now, number 2. First, the family into the supermarket. The family, what? The family walks. Now, notice التمرين يقول لنا إنه complete the sentences with action verbs in the box. Use the correct form of the simple present tense. فلو احتاج الفعل هنا نضع له اس نضع اس. طبعا ليه وضعنا مع الفاميلي اس؟ كلمة family, company, establishment يسمون الكولكتيف nouns. كيف collective nouns؟ يعني يحملون معنى الكم. فالشركة كلمة واحدة صح مفردة، لكنها تتكون من عدة أفراد. العائلة مفردة كلمة عائلة، لكن في معناها تتكون من عدة أشخاص. فالكلمات الكولكتيف ناوس مثل شركة company, family, establishment نقدر نعاملها معاملة المفرد ونقدر نعاملها معاملة الجمع، كلاهما صحيح. So if I say the Garcia family walk into the supermarket, or I could say the Garcia family walks into the supermarket. كلاهما صحيح. Now number 3, Francisco gets a shopping cart. Gets نضع اس للفعل لأن فرانسيسكو مفرد. Mrs. Garcia, Maria buy 2 tomatoes. Mrs. Garcia tells. Okay. Number 5, they vegetable, fruit, meat, eggs, and cheese. They what? They buy. Okay. Number 6, the Garcia family what? Healthy food. They like healthy food. Number 7, the Garcia family for the groceries. Mrs. Garcia blank for the groceries. Mrs. Garcia pays. Notice that we add S. فتصبح pays. Why pays? Because Mrs. Garcia is one person, so we add S to the verb. Maria and Francisco, the groceries, into the apartment. Maria and Francisco what? Carry. Okay, they carry. Number 9, Mr. and Mrs. Garcia away the groceries. They what? Put. They put. Finally, the Garcia family what? Relaxes. طبعا نقدر نقول relax أو relaxes كلاهما صحيح. لأن family مثل ما قلنا collective noun تأتي بمعنى المفرد وتأتي بمعنى الجمع. Then they lunch. They what? They eat. They eat lunch. Okay? And now here is the whole exercise answered here. Now, imperative sentences. Imperatives means to impose something on someone. الأمر. Imperative means الأمر. Imperatives always start with what? With the verb immediately. نبدأ بالفعل في الأمر دائما حتى في اللغة العربية. اجلب لي الماء. قم. اجلس. صح؟ فهي نبدأ بالفعل دائما. فمثال عليه هو أصله الإمبerative إنه you get 6 onions or you stand up or you sit down. However, we don't say you. Why? Because it is understood. يعني أنا لما أخاطب شخص ما يحتاج إني أقول له أنت. أنا لما أأمر أحد دائما أمامي، لذلك ما يحتاج إني أقول الضمير أنت. مباشرة أقول اجلب لي الماء، قم، اقعد، إلى آخره. لذلك فالإمبerative يكون مثبت ويكون منفى. لما يكون مثبت أبدأ بالفعل على طول، فأقول stand up, sit down, eat lunch, get 6 onions, go to the supermarket, go to school. Okay? Now, if I want to negate الإمبerative، إذا أبغى أحول الإمبerative إلى نفي، بكل بساطة فقط أضيف don't قبله فقط. هذه هي القاعدة. We add don't before the sentence. So stand up, the affirmative. The negative, don't stand up. Eat lunch, the negative, don't eat lunch. Okay? Here is the rule basically. So here it says here, write the words in the correct order to make imperative sentences. So we have words here scrambled. Write imperative sentences with them. Okay, it's clear مثل ما قلنا بأن لا بد نبدأ بالفعل لما نريد أن نكتب imperative sentence أمر. So where is the verb in this sentence? It is go. So we start with go and then we complete the sentence. Go to the supermarket. Okay? So we say هنا محلولة عندنا go to the supermarket. We start with the verb. Number 2, a cart shopping get. What is the verb? Get. Right? We start with it. So get a shopping cart. And buy eggs, fruit. Where is the verb here, it is buy. So we start with it. So we say buy eggs and fruit, or fruit and eggs. Home and go, it becomes go home, because here is the verb. We start with the verb always. The groceries, carry. Where is the verb? The verb is carry, so we start with it. Carry the groceries. Grosses, the away, but. Where is the verb? The verb is put, so we start with it. So put away the groceries. So always in imperative sentences, we start with the verb. Now, on page 31, you have an exercise that asks you to write negative imperatives. So after learning how the imperative is written, on page 31 it says, now the sentences that we wrote here, change them into negative. We said if we want to change an imperative into a negative, then all what we need to do is just what? Add don't. فقط نضع don't قبل الجملة، جملة الأمر، وتصبح جملة أمر منفية. Okay, go to the supermarket, don't go to the supermarket. Get a shopping cart, don't get a shopping cart. Buy fruit and eggs, don't buy fruit and eggs. Okay, so here is the rule. بكل بساطة نضع don't قبل جملة الأمر. Now, we move to count and non-count nouns. So, a noun could be countable or non-countable. Countable nouns means that we could use numbers before them. Or we could use what? A or an. But non-countable nouns, it means we cannot use numbers before them, and we cannot use a or an. فالكلمات المعدودة منطقيا إني أقدر أستخدم قبلها عدد. So 1 pen, 2 pens, 3 pens, 4 pens. لكن الغير معدود مثل السكر ما أقدر أقول 1 سكر 2 سكر. No. ولا أوكي؟ حتى في اللغة العربية لما نقول 1 قهوة أو 2 قهوة، احنا ما نقصد القهوة نفسها، نقصد 1 قهوة معناه كوب قهوة واحد. Okay, something like this. فالكلمات الغير معدودة ما أقدر أستخدم قبلها رقم. Okay? So, we use numbers before countable nouns, and we use a or an. But if we have non-countable noun, then we cannot use numbers, and we cannot use a or an before them. Okay? Non-countable nouns, لذلك الغير معدودة دائما مفردة. Sugar, I cannot say sugars, it's always sugar. واضح? For example, coffee, it's always coffee. We cannot say coffees because it's non-countable. So non-countable nouns are always singular. But countable nouns, they can be singular or plural. So an example of a countable noun is like pen. I could say pen, and if I have 2, I could say 2 pens, 3 pens, 4 pens. Okay? Now, we use some, okay, with countable nouns and with non-countable what? And with non-countable nouns. Some معناها عدد لكنه غير معلوم. الصم طبعا تتكلم عن من 1 إلى 3 تقريبا. يعني لو كان استخدمته قبل معدود، لو قلت I want some bananas معناها 3 حبات bananas. لكن لما أقول I want some coffee بمعنى البعض من القهوة. فالصم هي عدد غير معلوم لما يكون مع كلمة غير معدودة، لكنه من 1 إلى 3 لما يستخدم قبل كلمة قابلة للعد. طيب الآن خلينا نشوف القاعدة. So, countable singular nouns, a banana, or 3 bananas, or 4 bananas, or 5 bananas, because it's countable. فنقدر نستخدم قبلها رقم. An orange means 1 orange, or we could say 3 oranges, 5 oranges, 6 oranges, 7 oranges. The egg, or an egg, 1 egg, بيضة واحدة, I could say 3 eggs, 4 eggs, 6 eggs, 7 eggs. Okay? Now, I could use the, الارticle the, مع المعدود مع غير المعدود طبعا. I could say, I want the egg, or I want the coffee. فذا وصم يدخلون على المعدود وغير المعدود. Now, if I have non-countable noun, وأبغى أقول إني أبغى كم من هذا الشيء الغير معدود. I could use some. So I could say I want some bread. I could say I want some meat. Or I could say I want some lettuce. Okay, lettuce هو الخس. Okay. Now notice, with countable nouns, after we added numbers, we added what? S. Right? لأن جمع فأضفنا S للكلمة. لكن لاحظوا في غير المعدود مع أن استخدمنا some تعني الكم يعني من الشيء، لكن ما نضيف أي S للكلمة لأن دائما الغير معدود يعامل معاملة المفرد. Okay? So here is the rule. So here on page 32, we have the following exercise. It says, write sentences about some food. Use imperative form of by. Remember to use an article, a number, or some. فهنا عندنا الفعل by وعندنا جمل. عندنا كلمات عفوا في صفحة 32 اللي هم هذولي. Okay. ويقول لنا التمرين استخدم إما رقم أو a or an أو ذا. وضعهم ذول الكلمات في جملة أمر فيها فعل by. طبعا استخدم article a or an or a number when the noun is countable. If the noun is not countable, then I cannot use a number or a or an, right? مثل ما قلنا في القاعدة السابقة. فننوع الآن بالاستخدام. طيب عندي كلمة tomatoes. I could say buy 2 tomatoes or 3 tomatoes or 5 tomatoes or 6 tomatoes. With egg, I could say buy an egg or 3 eggs or 4 eggs. With meat, I cannot say buy 3 meat. I can only say buy some meat because it's not countable. With onions, basal, I could say buy 6 onions, 7 onions, 8 onions. It's fine. With bread, I cannot say buy 5 bread. No, I could say only buy some bread. With fish, also, fish is non-countable. So I could say only buy some fish. Buy some fish. With bananas, bananas is a countable noun, so I could use number before it. So I could say buy 3 bananas, 4 bananas, 5 bananas, or 6 bananas, or whatever number, okay? So here is the rule. Now, let's move to writing conventions. So, if we reach the end of the sentence, then we put what? A full stop. If we have a question, then we end the sentence with what? A question mark. If we have, if we want to make the statement sound stronger, لما نريد أن نضع مشاعر نعكس انفعال الشخص في الجملة، نضع علامة التعجب اللي هي exclamation mark. So it says here, write the sentences here. It says, add the correct end punctuation mark. فهنا عندنا جمل حط لنا بين قوسين شنو هي ذول الجمل ونضع أداة الترقيم المناسبة. هل هي نقطة أو علامة استفهام أو علامة تعجب. طيب لما تكون عندي statement هنا, the Garcia family goes grocery shopping every Saturday. جملة فنضع full stop. Question, do you go to Al's supermarket? Then we add a question mark. Number 3, is it near their apartment? It's a question, so we add a question mark. Strong statement, الآن نبغى نخلي الجملة قوية. The shopping cart is very long, so we add what? Exclamation mark. Now we have a statement. Mrs. Garcia is a great cook. Statement, then we add full stop. Strong statement now. Finally, the family relaxes and eats lunch. Strong statement, then we add what? Exclamation mark. Okay? هذا الexercise محلول هنا. Now, on page 38, we have this exercise. It says, look at the sentences, choose the best word or phrase to complete each sentence. So we have sentences and we have options. So buy, number 1, buy 6, some tomato, tomatoes, some tomatoes, or tomatoes. Which one is it the right one? Well, the answer is Buy what? Tomatoes. Buy 6 tomatoes. Okay? Number 2, cut an apple, put frog apple in the bowl. When do we use the article that? We use the article that when we mention the same thing for the second time. So if I say, I have a pen, الآن أبغى أعيد ذكر القلم, أقول the pen, because I've already mentioned it before. So here, cut an apple, put apple in the bowl. Put what? Put the apple in a bowl. Number 3, don't lettuce, we have a lot. فdon't carry, add, cut or buy, of course buy. فمعنى الجملة لا تشتري الخس لدينا الكثير. Does Marta go shopping on Saturdays with a full stop, with a exclamation mark, with a question mark, or with a comma? It's a question because it starts with does. Does Marta go shopping on Saturday? So the answer is C. 5, get blank bread at the store. Bread, it's not countable noun, so can we say many? Many تجي مع شنو؟ مع الكلمات المعدودة، فما أقدر استخدم many. 6 كذلك 6 عدد يأتي مع المعدود. Some هو الإجابة الصحيحة لأن bread غير معدود. طبعا ما أقدر استخدم لأن bread غير معدود، فما أقدر أقول a bread. a bread معناها خبز واحد، وفي اللغة الإنجليزية الخبز غير معدود أو الرغيف. So the answer is C. So here is the question answered. Wish you all the best and thank you for listening and goodbye.